Oh,
what up? What up?
Ooh, bro, I'm hyped. The shit. I feel like Cat Williams. Remember when he was talking about partying with fucking Latinos and they be drinking sambuca? He's like, it's 2 a.m. and he's like, I'm not tired. Are you tired?
I don't know what the hell we drinking right now, man. It's just black.
Tonight, and we're getting fucked up. He's like, nah, I finally know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I gotta drive home, goddammit.
You're gonna be alert as a motherfucker, bro. God damn.
Yo, welcome back, everybody, to the Carpet Flipping Podcast. He is Juan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit him with a drink of the day.
No, this week I got a little Christmas drink. You got a little Christmas themed drink. It's got a little candy cane straw in it. If you guys are watching the video, or you're following us on IG or TikTok or Facebook, and if you're not, you should be. But it's simple, straight to the point. I know we get shit about the bougie drink sometimes, so we'll simplify it, and it's delicious. This one is it's called the Bad Santa Bourbon Bomb, and it's 2 ounces of bourbon. We use the Woodford Reserve, which is like a favorite that we use on here because it mixes well with everything and it goes good by itself. So we love Woodford. So 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of coffee liqueur, which we went with this Cafe Granita coffee liqueur. Pretty good. I don't know. I haven't really dabbled in the coffee liqueurs.
Nah, I've had the Patron one before, same, man. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
the Bailey's is usually the go-to, but the Bailey's has like I think cream in it or whatever. So this is just coffee liqueur. So Cafe Granita. So 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of the Cafe Granita liqueur, and then top off with about 3 ounces of Coke, in a tall glass filled with ice, garnished with a cherry, and that's it. Stir. Simple. Enjoy. It's simple, shit to the point. It's good, but I'm hyped as fuck. It's like I'm sleepy, but I can't go to sleep because the coffee got me wired and the Coke.
Does this shit have caffeine in it?
I mean, I would think it's coffee.
I would think so, right? Too. Yeah, I don't know for a fact.
But the Coca-Cola definitely does.
Oh yeah, true that.
And then I'm like, it's funny. It's like I want to yawn, but my body's like, no. Take another sip. It's wild, but it's good, man. It's delicious. It tastes like iced coffee with a little bit of kick to it.
Yeah. It does. This is good. I was worried when I first saw the ingredients. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck are we gonna be drinking? But,
me too, man.
But it kind of works.
It does. It kind of works. It's like a caramelly. It really brings out that like caramel flavor of the Coke somehow. Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah, it's good shit, man. All right, man. Yo, Carpet Flipping of the Week.
Let's go.
It's going out to Mr. Jamie Foxx.
What?
And no, he is not a clone. Jamie Foxx is still alive.
She take my money. Well, I'm in need.
Is he here? Is he here?
Gotta be the most talented man on earth, man.
Dude, I was saying that shit in my house, man. We put on Foxx, so he has a Netflix special.
Yeah.
It's called What Had Happened Was, and we put that on this weekend, and two of my older boys are watching it with us, and I said that exactly. I go. Jamie Foxx is gotta be like the most talented guy of my generation.
Oh,
like,
it has to be,
yeah,
bro.
like,
dude, I got acquainted with Jamie Foxx from the Jamie Foxx show initially when I was a kid.
Oh, mine was in Living Color.
Oh, yeah, see, and I didn't know In Living Color. Like I knew, but my introduction was the show, and then I watched like the In Living Color stuff. Yeah. So I sort of like went in reverse. But yeah, it was his TV show. Yeah,
and I mean the guy can act. He can do stand-up comedy. I mean he can sing. I mean he does impressions. Like he's just mostly
and not
talented.
Just act like the like Oscar award winning actor,
correct.
Fucking Grammy award winning artist,
singer, right.
highly respected in the comedy community.
Yep.
Because along with In Living Color and all that, he was doing stand up back then, and he's got classic clips of him doing stand up.
Yeah, and his impressions are fucking spot on.
Spot on. Yeah, it's so good, man.
So anyway, I'm watching this special, man, and again, it's a stand-up comedy special, and so there's something that when you watch a stand-up comedy special, you are expecting to laugh, and this doesn't disappoint. However, for those of you who don't know, Jamie Foxx had a episode where he was hospitalized People thought he was dead, right? Like the internet goes crazy, right? But
we talked
anyway,
about him being a clone. To your point earlier, that people were saying that he was dead.
That he was really dead.
Clone of him.
Yeah, because he just kind of disappeared, and no one knows the fuck happened, and whatever. So in the special, if you guys are interested, like he goes through that. Okay. He goes through what happened. And again, I'll leave it to you guys to go watch that. But he goes through what happened. He gets emotional several times, like literally starts crying. Goes through like the different medical personnel that he deals with, the different nurses that he dealt with. But the reason why I gave him the carbon footprint was he came out of that with a different perspective, and he goes through the thing that I think that a lot of us go through, or the things a lot of us think, right? When, especially for those of us who are at least healthy, right? Or believe that we're healthy. We think that nothing can happen to us. We think that we think that there is always tomorrow. We think that we're invincible. We think that there is like there's always, I guess there's always tomorrow is probably the best way to encapsulate all of that. And the truth is, it's not. Like, tomorrow's not promised. And I think that that's what this experience taught Jamie Foxx. It was more of like, yo, like, I'm not invincible. Life is precious, and it's short, and I need to make the most of it. And for him, from his perspective too, he brought God into it a lot, right? Where he was like, he thought that this was something that God was calling him, just going like, almost like bringing him down from his Grammys, from his, like from all of his accolades of him as a performer, to go, yo, like, you have this gift that I gave you, right? Or you have this gift that God gave you, and you need to use that shit for good. The other thing was, he has a daughter that plays the guitar, and his daughter had always told him, like, yo, like, I want us to perform together one day. And so he used this Netflix special to do that. And so cool. She plays the guitar and he sings, and it's so cool, man. And it's just like, you could tell that he was like truly grateful and kind of like in the moment and really embracing it. And he did it in Atlanta, which is, by the way, is where the hospital is that he stayed at. His
event happened, and
yeah.
Because he was filming a movie or something in the middle of it, right?
Oh, I don't know what the hell he was doing during, man. But again, he goes through. So if you ever seen the Netflix special and you're interested in seeing what happened to him,
I didn't even know he had one coming out until I saw like a trailer recently, and it was already out, and I saw a trailer. So it's definitely on my list of like, I want to check it out.
Yeah, you're not gonna laugh the whole way through.
Okay,
but if you're interested in knowing like what occurred, it's a great special to watch, because he goes through that, but then he also does some funny shit, and he does his impressions, and so there is this funny part of it. One of the things that he talked about, which is really funny, was that he goes in this whole thing, and he's just like, and he's in Atlanta, right? And so the black crowd is there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the gay crowd. She says
maybe them too. I don't know, man. But he goes, yo, I'm not. He goes, yo, to my sisters, like, I've seen the light. I'm not dating white girls no more, right? And so the fucking crowd is like, ha, right? They fucking going,
I'm not dating white girls no more.
He's like, I seen the light, right? Like, I'm not dating white girls no more.
I'm done seeing light.
But
I don't like fluorescent no more.
Dude, so the crowd is fucking, the black women are fucking cheering and stuff, right?
You can say black men, I'll do it.
And he does, well, maybe them too. But and then he goes on the piano and he's kind of singing and he's saying, kind of going with this theme, but like, I'm not dating white girls anymore.
Yeah.
And at the very end he goes, in public.
I was gonna say Jamie is known to like strictly only date. He has very different tastes because he dated like Katie Holmes, which is not someone you would expect him.
Really?
That's like his, like a long time, like love of his life kind of shit where he talks about, and I'm like, Katie Holmes?
She's the one I was married to Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. Katie, yeah. I mean, she makes sense for Tom Cruise, but even then, she knows she don't.
She's not. Yeah, she's not really. She's
Nothing
not really
special,
that,
bro. Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, man. So yeah, so I gave him the compliment this week, man, because it was a good reminder of as I'm watching it, bro. I was telling my wife, I go, yo, like I have some of that in me, right? Where I go, yo, like I'm healthy, I'm strong, like nothing can happen to me. And it's bullshit.
I think we all do. Yeah. I have that. Like I'm like, you think, we might all have like little ailments that happen to us here and there, but you're like, oh, but nothing serious.
Yeah, like not me.
There's that sense of invincibility that we all have. Yeah, no, for sure. I could see that.
Dude, he mentioned something where he goes in the beginning, he had gone like, and again, I'm paraphrasing here, right? But he kind of goes to the doctor, and then they kind of send him away. They give him something, they send him away, and then his sister's like, no, man, something's fucking wrong. And anyway, he kind of goes into this like, it's not a coma, but he kind of goes out for a period of time, and then when he comes back to, he's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, oh, you've been out for X amount of time, and like you had a stroke, and he goes, get the fuck out of here! Like I didn't have a fucking stroke. And I was like, wow, man, like I could see myself going, no, I didn't, man. Get out of the way. Like, and then he went to go stand up and he couldn't.
Oh, dude, and if you're someone like him with all the success, and all that,
that's what I'm saying, bro,
like,
right?
And
like everything's like, going right.
Which also, if you're religious, you gotta have that, like, either why me or
like God got me.
Yeah, or you start questioning like, bro, why would you do this to me? And then like the flip side of that could be like, bro, you've lived a charmed life
right
up until now. There's like two sides of that coin there, but I could see him going like, bro, I have lived an amazing life for 30 years now. Like, why would I think any differently? Like, why would this happen now?
Like, I make people laugh.
Yeah, I make people laugh.
Or I entertain people for a living. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he probably like takes care of himself. He seems like he's in pretty good shape for
I mean, everything that we've seen him in, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, man, dude, I'm actually more inclined to want to watch now that you sort of have mentioned that it was like a little bit of everything. It was like it wasn't just comedy. Like,
no, definitely not.
Everywhere. I won't get too far into it, but I think we talked about that on here. Like one of my favorite, I would say, pieces of art ever, not just comedy special, was Three Mics from Neil Brennan.
Oh yeah.
Because it is very much that where he gets very personal. Like there's moments where you're like, fuck, should I be crying right now? Like, and then there's moments where you're laughing, and then there's moments where you're like deep in thought, like really philosophical. And so I like that. I like that dance that you sort of do with the, like, disarming maybe something that's very uncomfortable for you with humor, right? And then, but still getting that message across, because maybe that's the only way you can sort of like get it out. I'm more inclined now, I think, to watch that.
And there were definitely parts in this that I cried.
Yeah, dude, and as someone who has made an impact, I think, through his art, like, man, you'd be so lucky if you're a creative person and you get to get a song out or get a painting out or a drawing or a movie or a play or whatever, just getting to express yourself and put something out that maybe affects someone, even if it's just their day, for 5 minutes, to make them laugh, make them cry, make them happy, make them whatever. Like art has to make you feel some type of way. It doesn't even matter. He's affected so many people in so many different ways through so many different art forms. That has to be this like really surreal feeling, and then to go through something like that, because like a lot of us will remember moments Yeah, with Jamie Foxx, like I immediately think of him calling, like mocking Fancy from Jamie Foxx show, and I immediately think of him doing, the Mike Tyson impersonations, and there's just like so many moments. I think of him in a movie with Tom Cruise. I think of him in fucking as a fighter pilot. I think of him as Ray Charles. I think it's like I think of him in a song with Kanye West. I think there's like so many, and every single one of those moments, man, it takes me back to like a period in my life and the feeling I had, and it's cool, man. Like there's what a charmed life. And so I don't want to say to get humbled because it sounds fucked up to say that, but I think to have something happen to you like this where you're sort of and just as much in disbelief as the outside world looking at you probably is, and going like we've all seen those news of like so and so dies and you're like what?
Like what?
The fuck? It's like when Kobe, like remember Kobe, how fucking just we were all going.
I remember where I was, exactly what is happening, everything, man.
I remember, dude, Kobe Bryant, I don't know what it is, man, and I don't think we were doing the pod yet at that time. It was probably a few months. We started the pod a few months later, but I remember, like you said, exactly where I was. I remember the feeling. I remember feeling like it was someone that I knew.
Yes.
And I remember the feeling like in my bones, man, where you were just like, wait, what? Like, no, surely I misheard, right? Like, and I remember going to my phone. I got to get overheard someone having a conversation, and I went, get the fuck out of here. And I remember going to Google, like, and of course it was like the first thing on there, but I was like, yeah, it's, yeah, man, I don't know. It's a very interesting, I don't even know what the word is, but like, for someone like that, I think to have that, have the same view of them that we have of them, I guess, if that makes sense. Like have to have that out of body experience, looking and going like, no way is this happening to me right now.
Right.
But it is. And who knows, like, and maybe even in this, right, he'll inspire someone to, I don't even know what it is. So like, I know you said stroke and all that. So like, but maybe this will inspire someone to like, hey, am I better about my health? Do I get better checkups? Do I go to, do I do, whatever you could do differently. But even in this, man, he might end up inspiring or affecting someone, or making some impact, even if it's one human being, man.
Yeah,
like yeah.
And the way that he describes it, where he he puts it all on his faith. Mm-hmm. And to your point, where it's like, okay, through his faith, if you believe, but he believes in God, and he goes, okay, well, God has given me all of these things to reach the masses. Now, how do you reach them so that they get to me? Right, speaking from God's standpoint.
Right, yeah.
And I think that's the way that he kind of views this. And I tell you, it was a really good episode, or really good. I don't even want to call it stand up, but it was stand up. There was a range of emotions. There's some confusion there as you go through it, because you just like, again, I was thinking like, okay, this is all going to be funny, but it's not. Part of it is sad. But he does a really good job of mixing in those emotions and then bringing the laughter along with it, so that it keeps you glued to it.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean like a true fucking showman.
Yeah. He was himself through and through. But for me, the part that hit the hardest for me was just like, life is short and it's precious and it's fragile, and don't forget that. And tomorrow's not promised. And so things like, if there's things that you've been putting off, and we talk about things like this here all the time, right? The things that you've been putting off, things that you got to do, people that you want to reach out to, like, just do it. And even if those conversations are 5 minutes long or 30 minutes long or an hour long or however long, it's just like, just do it. Just do it. And whatever the outcome is, it's like, it's fine. No regrets.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things though where, again, we take for granted because we live with. Dude, you're talking about a group of people, myself included, who sit around with our coworkers drinking $8 coffee, complaining about how shitty our life is. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
we got first world problems.
we have so many first world problems, man. Like if listen, there are some people out there, obviously, with some real issues now and stuff. But like for the vast majority of human beings who woke up in America today, like life's
pretty fucking
good, man. Yeah. And like you said, most of our problems, if not all, are first world problems, right? Like we could all, I think, have a little bit of perspective every once in a while, man, on some shit that matters. Yeah.
So shout out to Jamie Foxx. He is not a clone. He's back. He's back at
watch
it.
it, man.
He's back at it, and check out his new Netflix special. What happened, or what had happened was.
Yeah, shout out Jamie, man. I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I saw the trailer. I was excited for it, but now that you've watched it, I hadn't talked to anybody yet that's seen it, so I definitely want to.
Yeah, definitely worth a watch.
To it, man. Yeah, for sure.
What's going on with this Tennessee fan?
Dude, did you see the story? I wanted to talk about this one last week, man. This kid, Money Williams, he plays for Montana, and he played against Tennessee.
So Montana, like this is a college?
Yeah. So Montana college basketball. Sorry.
Oh, basketball. Okay.
College basketball. As Montana guard, Money Williams, and he recently had lost both of his parents, and I want to say his sister's name is Monet Williams. So his name is Money and his sister's name is Monet. Okay. Spelled almost the same way.
Right.
Anyway, but he drops 30 on Tennessee when they play against him. And then the Tennessee fans find out about he recently lost both of his parents, which meant he was going to have to take care of his younger sister. He's in college basketball. So, man, he's probably going to have to stop playing or go get a job and do all this stuff. And Tennessee fans raised over $60,000 for him. After he drops 30 on them, they hear about the story. They're like so impressed by this kid from Montana who's really known to be a power school, right, in basketball. And they end up like creating almost like a GoFundMe for him and raising a shit ton of money. And helping him, which will help him with his sister, the cost to like raise his sister. He can have a place to live.
Yeah.
He can keep playing basketball. He can, it's like, I was like, how fucking cool is that?
That's fucking cool, man.
Dude, sports, man, this is one of the things I love about sports, bro, is like, it brings out the fucking worst in people, but it's also so capable of bringing out the best. Like, Buffalo Bills fans do this all the time, where there'll be some opposing player who will fucking murk them, or they'll have and they'll find out that they have like some charity for dogs or whatever, and the Buffalo Bill fans will just raise a gajillion dollars.
Really?
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of these cool fan bases that you see that do shit like this, where it's like It's a not a rival, but I mean it is right. It's an opposing team, it's an opposing player. It's someone that does like this heat of battle thing and all that, and then they find out about a story about this person and and then everybody just comes together like, yo, this kid fucking waxed us today. Let's go make sure you can keep playing basketball. It's just
that's awesome.
I love hearing shit like that, man. I'm a softie for shit like that. I just love. Obviously, I have like a very different relationship to like comedy and sports and that sort of thing, and so like I know what it can do for people and like the escape that it provides and like the healthy part about it, and maybe sometimes the not so healthy, but it's just cool to see people who like again, you get this kid, he drops 30 on you, and then they're like, how can we help him out? Or they hear about his story and they're like, oh shit, let's.
So what did they raise for him? How much?
$60,000.
That's awesome, man. Too bad he didn't kill the CEO of a company, because that dude from last week, Luigi, they raised $150,000 for his defense. So I see your fans, and I raise you, the American people.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. We're like, but had he killed his parents,
he might have got more money.
He'd have got Menendez brothers on his parents. He got more money.
If his parents molested him and then he killed him, he might have got more money. I'm just saying.
Get diddled. The moral of the story is get diddled.
That means
or just they be really salty.
They didn't feel bad enough about this motherfucker. Oh my God.
Your parents, you be like, both parents died? Wow, did you kill them? No. And then you start changing, the fucking, like, it's like the tip box, so it's like 20%. And they're like, oh, we're dropping down here 10%. Since you didn't kill them? No trauma? You had a good dad.
Oh, you had both parents?
You had both parents. None of them try to sodomize you? 10%. We're going to hell, bro.
Oh
With
my
Luigi
God,
and the rest
bro!
of these
You
guys.
got that right. Speaking of trouble youth, you seen the another fucking school shooting, bro? You see this shit, bro?
Nah, bro, I'm impressed by the transitions. I didn't know there was another school shooting. You know why, bro? Partly because I assume there's one every day. So if I see a headline, I don't know if it's yesterday or today, but yeah, I'm so fucking desensitized to that now, bro. I go, was it at my kid's school?
Nope. Okay.
Nope. Okay.
Keep it
Moving
on. No, man, another school shooting, man, and this time, so it's in Madison, Wisconsin, at this is the name of the school, the Abundant Life Christian School.
Not today.
Not today.
Yo,
Dude,
said I see your abundant life. He pulled a you, bro. To that I say nay. Oh my God, bro. We're going into the holidays. We're talking about fucking murdering children.
Dude, this was a
Oh my God.
15-year-old girl.
Oh, the girl went ham.
A girl went ham.
Oh, okay. This has become more
And
interesting
dude,
now.
so
You don't normally see girl school shooters.
No,
Okay.
definitely not. And she ended up killing a substitute teacher. The real teacher was on vacation.
Okay, was it meant for the substitute teacher?
God bless
Or
her.
it was just meant for a teacher?
I don't know who the hell it was.
Greatest substitute of all time?
Bro, it had to be.
Had to be, right?
Had
If
to
you're
be.
the teacher, you got to be like, yo,
You fucking martyr.
bro, whatever you took time off for, worth it, right?
You're like,
I don't care if you lost both parents.
God, I'm taking off the whole month of December every year.
What if
from
they
now
took
on.
off to attend the funeral for both their parents, and now they're like, I didn't get $60,000 or $150, but I got to stay alive.
But I got to stay alive.
Where? What state is this in?
Score.
Score.
Wisconsin.
Ah,
Hey, it's almost Montana.
are you happy about that? I just assume people in that part of the country are miserable, but maybe not Wisconsin. Oh my God.
Dude, so she gunned
That's
down.
crazy.
She kills a fucking a substitute teacher, another teenager, and then wounds 5 others. And then
Officer
in
herself.
the
I'm gonna
officers,
assume.
yes,
Oh,
and then she killed herself. So like, you know, the authorities are trying to piece together this shit, and it's like I saw a news article because there's several articles coming out like as this thing, you know, as the days go on, and one of them was like, oh, she had trouble at home, like multiple divorces, and I'm like, what the fuck? Welcome to Generation X,
Yeah,
bro.
welcome to wait.
Like-
So her parents.
Was she a Gen Xer? Like my entire fucking generation come from divorced parents.
I was gonna say I don't know anybody that's been together.
Dude, I don't even remember one of my friends having both parents in the house. Actually, hold on, maybe there was 2.
I'm trying to think,
but the
man.
other guy wasn't really my friend.
I'm trying to think if I knew anybody.
Dude, I can only think of, seriously, maybe 3.
No, man. Relationships are like pancakes. The first one's a throwaway, like marriages.
Wait a minute, I never heard the first pancake is a throwaway.
No, you know you're making pancakes and you can never get the temperature quite right. It cooks too
man,
fast.
my
or too
shit's
slow,
good to go,
Or it comes
man.
like you make the pancake right the first
Yeah,
time.
goddamn right,
I call
man.
bullshit. Perfectly round, well cooked pancake.
Yeah,
Every time on the
goddamn.
first go, you're a psychopath, bro. Go shoot up your office.
No, they won't go from me. They'll be like, that dude Sean, he's a fucking asshole, man. The guy doesn't fucking talk. He's always fucking serious. Fuck that guy.
He's always fucking saying. I remember when I get
You're
people,
the only one that sees me laugh.
Bro, I remember when I get people like that all the time. They would be like, "Man, I don't. You and Sean doing a podcast? Are you sure?" I thought y'all don't give Sean enough credit. But he don't talk. I'm like, yeah, you do. Wait till y'all. Listen.
Yeah, just not to you.
Just not to you. My favorite line is to go, "Oh, he must not like you."
Keep saying
I'm like,
that.
yeah. I'm like, "Oh, he don't shut up. He must not like you."
And they be like, man, the whole office.
I'm like, where y'all working at? Oh yeah. He did mention something about not liking you guys. Oh my god, bro, man, that's a first. I'm trying to think of any girls' school shooters that
I can't think of any.
I can't remember any. I can't even remember any girl mass shooters. Period. Not
that I know of. I mean, I don't know them all, but yeah, it's typically guys.
Yo, shout out to her for being that decisive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most girls will be like, I think I want to shoot the school tomorrow, but I don't know. What do I wear?
What do I want to die in?
Do I want to do that on a Wednesday?
What are they serving for lunch?
Yeah, do I kill myself afterwards? Should I let the cops kill me? I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what to eat.
Dude, but at 15 years old, man,
that's fucking sad. That's my daughter's age, man. So
that's fucking. Not only is it nuts, bro, but like to turn the gun on yourself. Like I wonder, which
I don't get. Just fucking go out in the blaze of in the blaze of glory at that point in time. Let the cops kill you. You know what I mean? Like
I would think so too, but yeah. I mean that's me trying to think logically.
Like logically, let's go.
Well,
let's go shoot at some cops.
I'm gonna fucking go. If I'm gonna do it, then I mean
I might as well. No, you're right though. I would much rather go out like that. Yeah, man. And especially if I already off some people, either off yourself first and not anybody else, or you know, chitty bang bang, bro. Go.
Yeah.
I'm not saying shoot cops. I'm saying just go out.
No, but I'm saying like, I mean, listen, if you're in that, and if the plan is to, well, I'm gonna do what I can and get away with what I can, and then kill myself, just kill yourself.
No, I absolutely think that should be your first.
Just kill yourself.
Like you're gonna end it that way anyway. That's kind of puss. Just go, like
just kill yourself.
I respect it more if they go out and get killed by like again the cops or some other. Fuck. Don't people in Montana have guns too? Isn't that one of those states where people are kind of?
It's not Montana, Wisconsin, right. But they probably got them too.
Nah, they got cheese. And fucking and the Green Bay Packers
and the fucking Packers.
Oh, Milwaukee's there,
and
right?
The fucking fudge Packers.
They're all fucking just drinking beer, eating cheese, man. They're pretty chill. They got to deal with like moose and shit like that and shovel their driveways. It's probably the only school shooting in the history of Milwaukee.
Yo, I am obsessed with seeing a moose.
I remember us talking about that.
I'm fucking obsessed, bro.
We got to make that happen on the pod.
Every time I see somebody post a video about a moose, I'm fucking jealous.
Yo, we're doing a pod from the fucking wilderness of Canada.
Where? I mean, I'm thinking Wisconsin, Maine.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be our YouTube. We gotta do a YouTube video of like Sean meets a moose. I'm so determined to make this happen, bro. We're gonna do this shit.
But you gotta film it because I'm probably gonna walk up to it.
I'm gonna film the whole thing. Oh, I want to see you get fucking like hit with the horn.
Yeah, we gotta go like during mating season.
Oh yeah,
when they're aggressive
and do the call. Oh, bro, I'm in. I'm fucking in, bro.
Famous last word.
I'm like, yo, Sean, you should really pet the moose right up. Touch the antlers.
You ain't got a hair on your ass if you don't touch it.
My dumb ass calls them horns, and I don't know what they're called. The thing on the moose's head. Go touch those things. Oh, man. Bro, I'm trying to... Fuck, I don't even think I've ever seen a moose at a zoo. Or anything here, right? We don't even keep that. Right?
I don't think I've seen a moose ever.
I feel like I've seen one before. I just can't recall where, man. I think someone tried to run like a scam ass circus here once, and I feel like I saw it, and it was trying to pass it off as a reindeer. Maybe it was a reindeer. I don't know.
That's probably a reindeer.
It probably was, bro. It was like one of those, like before people got sensitive about animals and we were allowed to do like, there was like a little ghetto circus that used to come by here. And there was like a tiger in there that looked like he was fed up with life. And I was waiting for that shit to turn on the trailer.
It wasn't a tiger, but it was a chow.
It was, bro, every year I saw this tiger, I was like, yo, this shit any day now, bro. He just looked like he had a mortgage. You know what I mean? Like the tiger just looked fed up.
He looked like me when I walk in here every week.
Until I give you that first drink, you're like, bro.
Be loosen me up.
Loosen me up.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Fucking.
No more coffee.
That's it, bro. That's it. Did you see the fucking Royal Caribbean shit this week?
No.
Like speaking of fucking drinking, bro. So
what?
Royal Caribbean is officially the new Guantanamo Bay. So this guy, this guy,
fucking crazy. Guantanamo Bay.
Shout out to Carnival. God damn it.
Yo, we trying to get sponsored by Carnival. What up, Carnival?
What up, Carnival? Talk to me.
We gonna throw the Carbon Footprint Pod cruise one day on Carnival, yo. That's a goal. We're just gonna throw a party on a cruise ship.
So Royal Caribbean is officially the new Guantanamo Bay. Michael Virgil, 35 years old, God bless his soul, was drunk and allegedly threatened to kill others and assaulted 2 crew members. So this dude was caught by security, like trying to like kick down this other person's door.
Okay.
So they subdue this guy. They tie him up with some zip ties. The guy fucking dies.
So the guy that they subdued died, just
dead.
From
we have no idea.
We have no idea. Okay.
No fucking clue.
No. Okay.
Theory.
Okay.
They took his ass down to the boiler room.
And
waterboarded his ass.
Oh.
That's my theory.
Yo, you better off just tossing him overboard.
Dude, shit happens at sea, bro.
Right. Yo, he went crazy, bro. We were trying to get him and he just fucking jumped over. I don't want to deal with that. That's a lot of paperwork. It's probably a lot less to just throw him over. And now you got a dead body people can claim.
Yep.
That's too much, bro. Yo, Royal, take notes, bro. Carnival would have threw him over. And then they kept the cruise going like nothing. So right now,
they're like, Michael who?
Yeah, who? We don't even have that on the manifest. So is there like any? I guess they're gonna wait for an autopsy.
Yeah. I mean, this is an ongoing investigation, right? Of like what exactly caused it.
Can you imagine they just fucking bro? They find out Royal Caribbean security got like some covert out, fucking CIA torture.
We're gonna take you down to the boiler room and bust you up real quick.
Yeah, he bust you up real quick, and then they're like, "Yo, we said bust you up, not dead."
Now his family is coming out saying like they think that they like injected him with something. With some kind of like sedative.
Oh, they probably had
to kind of calm him down or something like that. I mean, he had a reaction.
And
if you were really fucked up, I mean, listen, again, I don't. That's what his family said. I don't know what it's all speculative at this point. They are doing investigations, but we'll see. But
to be fair, man, if you're on a cruise ship or an airplane and all that, they should be allowed to do some shit like that or use lethal force because your options are limited, right? You're stuck with someone.
Yeah. For the duration, or maybe not duration of the entire cruise, but. You figure like, and I think this should happen on like their first day. Damn. Like this motherfucker took off and was like, "Oh,
so you're not even on benders. You're just drinking out the gate." It's
not
you
haven't like been on 3 days, right?
No, I haven't done one yet, man. The idea of them never really sounded fun to me, but I'm opening up to it now.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You have to. They're
but because of that, look, I'm afraid I might get killed on a fucking cruise, man. Like,
just don't listen.
Don't go on Royal Caribbean.
No.
I was told not to go on Carnival before, and I'm all kinds of confused now.
No, man, Carnival is straight. Royal Caribbean, just don't get overly drunk.
Just don't get. What's the point of the fucking cruise then?
Okay.
You're going to stick me in a floating hotel?
Don't get overly drunk.
Where I can't go nowhere?
And attack people.
And then tell me not to drink?
No. Definitely, they want you to drink. Just don't get crazy.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a violent drunk, though. I'm a happy drunk.
Yes.
So I'll be all right, bro. The problem with me is I'll be drunk, and then, like, 45 minutes in, I'll know the names of half the people on the cruise.
Oh, yeah. You?
Yeah. And it's going down.
Listen, when you book your first cruise, let me know. I'm going.
You coming? Let's go.
I'm just coming with the video camera. I want it all on film.
It's about... Listen, we get into the bottom of the shit. I'm going to just be questioning people. Like, yo, take me to the torture chamber.
Well, for that, you got to go on Royal Caribbean.
We got to do a recon mission, just the Royal Caribbean and a Carnival, just to, scope out the sitch before I hop on these things permanently, man. Oh, my God.
Yo, tell me about this NYPD sergeant.
You hear the story, man. This is why they offer CEOs to fucking healthcare companies. This NYPD sergeant, bro, who makes, I want to say something like $200K a year. I want to get her thing right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Got caught. Hold on. Maybe. Oh, bro. She made more than $200,000 last year, including nearly $55,000 in overtime. Right, so her basic salary is about $145, which we can vouch to because we know somebody. And that seems about right. So she's a Nassau County Police. Her name is, I know her last name is, her Sergeant Reina Mato. She's listed as a detective squad commander. She was suspended without pay. She's 41 from Queens for shoplifting cough medicine at I want to say it was like a CVS in Long Island or a Walgreens. It don't even matter, bro. Shoplifting.
Like some Robitussin?
Yo. Medicine is expensive, bro. Even if you make $200,000, who's the CEO to Robitussin? We want answers.
Where's Luigi when you fucking need him?
Fucking Luigi, bro. That's why he was in New York. He was on his way, bro. He goes United Healthcare, Red Cigna, Robitussin, Vicks. You next.
Nah, hold up, man. Vicks cures everything.
Nah, you know what the thing is? You could try for Vicks, but every Latino on earth gonna be there for backup. Because Vicks does cure everything, bro. You could have a whole limb just dangling off your body.
Put Vicks on that shit.
And your family, the Latino code, they'll be like, yo, rub Vicks on that shit. Go to bed. Wake up in the morning, new arm.
That shit turns you into a lizard.
Oh my god, bro!
What the fuck is in this?
It's a lawless society out there. I don't know, bro. I think I got the coke brought the coke back. He said, "What the fuck?
What the fuck is in this drink that we're having?" Man?
Coffee and bourbon. Oh my god, dude! Not for nothing. I'm just thinking about this shit. Going back to the cruise story for a second. Cruises and like airplanes should really be like the Purge. You should be allowed to just fuck people up, and like
if they act up. Yeah. Fuck
because
that, bro.
we're in a confined space, and I gotta be with you. Like if you're on a cruise, imagine that's like a 14-day cruise.
No.
I gotta zip tie you. No, fuck you. I feel like the people on board should be allowed to take matters into their own hand.
Yeah.
But so can the defendant.
But there's a whole lot more sane people on there than that fucking
I would sign up for that excursion. Can you imagine if at some point in the cruise they go to like a different island and it's like, yo, everybody who acted up, you could hunt them. And it'd be the most expensive excursion on the whole cruise. And I'd be like, I gotta blow off some steam. I want to go shoot some dude.
They just let them go with nothing.
Oh my, yeah, or like one thing, like, hey, you get a pocket knife, but everybody else has bazookas.
No, you get fucking paper straws. They don't want to harm the wildlife.
You get to just be a nuisance. Fucking spitballs. I feel like we should incorporate this, and I feel like society would be open. Yo, look, we're a different breed now, bro. We're cheering on the on murder.
Dude, this is like
school shootings don't
like the Coliseum, bro.
Yeah, it really is.
This is fucking modern day Coliseum.
It goes to show why that shit. I know we've had that conversation right before. It was like. It goes to show why that shit was so successful. We're fucking twisted, like inside. Like we want to watch. I mean, it's why UFC has always been so popular with us and boxing,
American football.
Yeah. It's like we want to watch people fuck each other up.
Yeah,
it's in our nature, man. I think because it deep down, especially for men, like we're still really fucking violent and we're wired that way inside, but we're not allowed to like the society we live in now, we don't have to, right? For the most part. So it's like, I think our outlet is getting to watch other people like live out that. I don't want to call it fantasy, but live out that like urge that's probably like programmed into most of our DNA. That's what makes us so upset about these TikTok kids, because we're like, hey, you guys are dancing. I don't want to murder nothing.
It's like the guy from. You see the guy?
I want to kill people daily.
You seen the guy from Philly got hurt? The guy from the 76ers?
The kid that dances?
Yes. He got hurt.
Nah, now I just want to read the fucking the Twitter comments on his feed. Because Philly fans will not disappoint. How many times has he been called a since he got hurt?
Wait a minute, can you say the F word?
I don't know, bro. I wasn't calling him that. I was saying what they call it. I feel like I'm allowed to use it in that context. Sorry, how many times have they called him hag. Oh, so what is like out for the year? Her? That'd be a shame. He was a high lottery pick, man.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
But also, he's kept dancing his ass off. He did. He's still doing everything.
It's just like as long as he play good, Philly fans won't care.
Listen, man, Karl Anthony Towns day is coming, bro. Knicks fans will be ruthless if Karl Anthony Towns with that voice and that size doesn't deliver soon.
He's playing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
He's been playing well.
Let him have a bad weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Knicks fans, oh my, ruthless, bro. Ruthless. 7 feet tall, and Karl Anthony Towns always sounds like he just walked into his Sweet 16. You ever heard him excited?
No, and I hope to never see him excited.
Karl Anthony Towns like voice and just does compilations of him reacting like shocked or surprised or happy. Bro, he sounds like, you remember that My Super Sweet 16 show that was on MTV? Yeah. He sounds like every girl that walked into her party on that show.
You know what I love about Knicks fans, bro? You ever see the compilations of Knicks fans like after a Knicks win outside of Madison Square Garden?
They're amazing, bro.
Oh, it's fucking.
You can't tell whether they won or lost.
No. and you don't know who the fuck they played.
Nope.
Because they'll play like the Atlanta Hawks and then come outside and go, fuck LeBron!
Yeah! Fuck LeBron! It's so true, bro. Bro.
Yo, New York Knicks fans are unreasonable.
Oh, it's amazing. It's what makes them the best.
But they are the best fucking fans, man. When the Knicks are in the playoffs, it's fucking like NBA gold.
And they've sucked for the vast majority of my life, right? Like they had that finals run like once, and the Knicks fans are just so fucking like passionate and all into it, bro. It's so good, and you never know like whether they won or lost because they sound just as angry. It's the best, bro. And watching the game at the Garden is fucking amazing. When they're trash, it's so good. It's
an amazing place to watch basketball.
Shout out to your Knicks fans, bro.
All right, I don't know how the hell we got into the Knicks, but let's move on.
I don't know how we could get into anything, bro.
Dude, talk to me about let's go feel good story, man. Jalen Daniels' mother. Tell me about this.
Dude, I thought this shit was cool, man. I read the story about Jalen Daniels' mother. Let me look up her name real quick.
So Jalen Daniels, for those of you who don't know, Jalen Daniels is the rookie quarterback for the Washington Commanders. I almost said Redskins.
Yeah. I mean, can we?
No, let's just keep
the artist formerly known as Redskins. I don't know how you go about that, but yeah, Jalen Daniels, rookie quarterback, has outperformed. People thought he was going to be good, has outperformed, I think, even those expectations.
Absolutely,
it's been amazing. A great start.
He's the C.J. Stroud of this year.
Correct, and like a C.J. Stroud, once people get tape on him next year, like he won't have that. And this is not a knock on Jalen Daniels. I think I'm always like cautiously optimistic about guys going, he's going to be good. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
He's not going to be this for his career, right? Like that's so rare. And I think people get like caught up in the hype. And I think especially with football, this is so true. Once a coaching staff has had a off season of watching tape on you, now they're preparing for you.
Yeah.
And because they've had a whole year and a whole 6 months of not preparing for a game that week, of just watching film, and they get better, right, at stopping you. And so the great ones adjust to people adjusting to you. Correct. And that's what sort of separates them.
And he might be that.
Correct. He might be that. But to your point, C.J. Stroud has not been that, right? Like whoever was good the year before that has not been that. Like Patrick Mahomes is the exception, not the rule, right? And so but I do think there's an it thing that Jalen Daniels has. He's going to be fine.
I agree.
He may not be this, but he's going to be fine. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. In talking about this story, it was I saw something about his mom took the tests and got certified to be an NFL agent. And she's not his agent. He does have an agency. He does have an agent. He has representation.
Okay.
But she went through all of the schooling and the certifications and the test taking and that whole thing just so that she can help him, basically to make sure that they're not fucking him. So she can also read his contracts and also counsel him and also look into the stuff. But she's not, so like initially you see this and you're like, is this a parent doing a cash grab with their kid because you see that happen so much, or is this a parent?
Yeah, like they want to be their manager,
right? And there are NFL parents who are the agent or what, like Lamar Jackson's mom comes to mind, or his parents, and I think they have Lamar Jackson just doesn't have an agent, and I think it's just him and his family like do it, and it's worked out for them. So good for them. But what I saw this in Jaden Daniels thing was like his mom was just like, no, I want to get certified, and she's already a highly educated woman, has a master's. I can't remember what it's in, but some kind of I think it's a business degree. So I could be wrong, but or HR degree. But anyway, ends up going through a very difficult process of getting certified to be an NFL agent. Strictly just so she's like, I just want to make sure they're not fucking my kid, and so he has his own agency, he has his own stuff. But she's also capable of making sure that he's getting the best advice in accordance with sort of the NFL bylaws. Okay. I thought that was neat.
That's awesome,
and then I found out, man, she's not the only parent to do that. Like I've known of other parents, but they're the agents typically. Right. But Odell Beckham Jr., which I didn't know, his mom did the same thing.
He just got cut.
Went to the same university. Yeah, did he get cut by the Ravens or did they add?
No, by the Dolphins. No.
Oh, you might be right. I don't know why I thought he was on the Ravens.
I think he's got cut by the Dolphins.
But his mom also had done something similar in order
so
to
that
counsel
that didn't work out for him.
I mean, he had a long career, right? Yeah, I don't know. Odell Beckham was fucking Odell Beckham's worst.
Own worst enemy.
His own worst enemy, man. Yeah, he did. But yeah, I saw Jaden Daniels and I was like, man, what a cool. Because I think if you're someone in that position. And sure, like me, I would think like I want to hire people who know what they're doing, but I also know that these people don't have my best self-interest in mind. They have their own best self-interest, as they should. I understand that business is business, man.
But there is something to like, and I watch this a lot with like my wife and my sons. She is willing to do things that she's not willing to do for herself. For her children.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are like that, man.
Yeah. But it's like it's almost like almost to the point of like a total disregard for self.
Yeah.
In lieu of her children. And so, it's something to be commended, I guess, on one side, and then the other side, you're going like, hey, you got to take care of you too.
Yeah, you're only as good as You can only be as good for other people as you are for yourself, generally. Yeah,
but
it catches up to you, man.
Yeah, but in this case, right, like who better, like especially if Jaden Daniels' mother, again, if she wasn't maybe an educated woman beforehand. But if she was already, and then she's going, okay, I'm going to further education so that I can help him. It's just like, who do you trust more than your mom, man?
Yeah, dude. And I think for her,
as a son, bro.
Yeah, like normally, right.
There's something different about a son's relationship with their mother, man.
And she was one of the quotes I saw on there from a reporter was that I guess in sort of conversations with her was, I want him to focus on being the best possible player he can be on the field, in every aspect. And so if he doesn't have to think about that stuff, then I can help him with that. It's like I can be like, hey, these people are doing wrong or right or question it, and he can just focus on his career part of it, which is the on-field performance.
And he'll never have to question what she says. Because he knows that she has his best interest in mind.
Yeah. Dude, and man, this made me think a lot too of Colin Cowherd used to get a lot of shit about this. And Colin Cowherd was one of my favorite like sports sort of commentators
he's amazing, for a long time.
Bro. I love Colin Cowherd, and I love because I think he was one of the first people to really bring in kids' backgrounds and their upbringings and where they went to school and all that stuff. Like and like people's personal life and social life into sports, where he goes like, hey, I think we forget that these guys are athletes and head coaches and all that, but they're also people like you and I, and these are jobs. And they, outside of these jobs, these guys have families, and these guys have hobbies, and these guys have demons, and like everything in between that comes with being a human being. These guys have, and we tend to forget that, and we just see the
they're not superhumans.
No, and one of the things I loved is, and he used to get criticized for a lot. Obviously, because there's like a racial component to it and a socioeconomic component to it, was that he would, especially with certain positions like quarterback, he would bring up the idea of like, well, what kind of household did he grow up in? Did he have both parents? What was his dad like? And he would use that as a gauge for like, if I'm drafting a quarterback, say first round, I'm picking the CEO, the leader of my team. Right. How can you be the leader of my team if you were a kid who grew up with no dad, a shaky household, in and out of a foster care, whatever it was, right? Like, and again, there are exceptions to every rule, but by and large, it's a pretty good barometer, right, for the type of human you're going to get later on. And he used to get a lot of shit for this. And so this story made me think a lot about that. It's like, oh, you see like educated woman, you see, again, he went to a very good school, obviously a good football school, but a good school education-wise. You see how he talks and how he carries himself and how he's become a leader of that team. And you're like, there's something to be said for coming from the right household, no matter how talented you are. Yeah. Like instilling these good habits and values and, all that stuff in people does translate differently, man. I think. Yeah. I don't care how talented you are. It's one of the things of like LeBron James is an anomaly. And I think I've used him as an example a lot. It was like a kid who grew up in a pretty shaky, shitty area. His mom wasn't necessarily, all there. Never met his dad or didn't know. Like, and then like for a guy like that, where he grew up, considering his upbringing, his mom's like banging teammates and stuff, and he's never had a.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, and you go like, bro, guy's never had a controversy outside of the basketball. Has never had an issue with teammates.
That's very true.
And like it just
isn't the guy that she banged? Isn't he like homeless now?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Delonte West, man. Yeah. So like. It just makes you and that's fucked up. Sorry, LeBron, you got to catch straight on this episode.
He's like, how did I get into this?
How did I get into this? My point was like,
you're an anomaly,
and it goes with he is an anomaly, man. It's what makes him such an exceptional human being. But it's also to your point of. Parents will do for their kids, like things that they won't do for themselves, but also the product of that, man. Like you see, you can't just spoil them. You have to show them. Like she, some people might look at that and be like, that's spoiling. No, but she's also showing him like, I put in the work to do this.
Yeah.
And to be able to, and I think that's something that will, because you want to, like, we're always like teetering the line of how do we do what's best for our kids and are always there for them. And we want to make their path sort of as least resistant as possible. But there's a fine line there where you don't want to make your kids assholes, right? You don't want to make them spoiled, entitled brats. You don't want to, and there is like a line there that you can get across. And it's such a good example. Like you can see it in how he carries himself in his press conferences. You can see him on how he carries himself on the field. You can see, it's like, oh, that comes from that. Like a parent that's willing to do that. It was cool, man.
Dude, it kind of reminds me of when I first introduced you to a friend of mine who is a very brutally honest individual.
Yeah, he might be on the spectrum.
I agree. And
I know exactly where you're going.
And he listened to a bit of your life story. And then within probably an hour of meeting you goes, man, you should have been a loser. Like he's like, good for you. You should have been a loser.
He said it so matter of fact. It's so serious.
So, sir, I just want to tell you that you are an anomaly as well.
I'm not, because my sister's all right, sis.
Oh, yeah.
My brother and my sister aren't. I guess, I'm trying to think. I guess it depends on what your definition of good is, but we all came out all right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, none of us are criminals. Statistically, we should be.
Kudos to your mother.
Shout out, Mom.
She's a fucking saint.
That's so funny, dude, because I remember, what's funny? What's hilarious about that is that much like we are now, we were drinking, and I'm sitting in a pool when he tells me this. And I'm having a great time.
Which pool is this?
I'm having a bed. We can't say that. But it was a good time. And we are in a swimming pool, and there's a lot of shit happening around us. I don't even know why we got into this conversation. And I just remember looking at him like, thank you. I'm not even sure where to go for that, bro. I think. was like, way to kill the vibe, bro.
Moving on. Yeah, man, let's finish up with something, man. Let's talk to me about this. You had a story with a bear.
Yeah, you're gonna appreciate this because you've done your bear. If y'all haven't heard the bear story, I'm trying to think of the name of the episode.
Oh my god, I think it's
a
Bear With
long
Us.
time ago. Bear, you're right.
It's gotta be like episode like 3 or some shit like
Go
that,
back
man.
and listen to Bear With Us. Sean has a whole bear story because speaking of parents and all that, Sean didn't give a fuck about his. They said about him.
Nobody cared about me.
Nobody cared about
I
Sean.
told you, Generation X, goddammit. Nobody give a fuck about us, man.
Not only did they send him with complete strangers for a summer, they set him loose in the middle of the woods like he was on some fucking episode of Survivor. With said strangers on the first day. With a gun. Sean ain't never even held a knife.
Wait a minute. No, she trusted that.
Yo, the air quotes are wild. Bro.
I tell you.
Yo, we never need to go to therapy because we just need to send them the tapes of us doing this shit. Dude, like, I'm sensing a lot of animosity from your air quotes.
All right, talking about the Virginia man. What's going on with him?
Bro, this dude went hunting. Yo, he went hunting. And his hunting partner shot a bear in a fucking tree. So, these bears climb trees. And so his hunting partner shot the bear.
Yeah.
The guy was underneath the tree. The bear fell on him.
Oh, no.
He's dead.
That's way better than my story.
You didn't go hunting with Dick Cheney. That's way better than my story. Yo, second thought. Don't go back to
Forget about it. This is the one you want to. This is the one you want to hear,
bro. Yo, anytime you've ever told me that story, my first thought is, yo, wait up. When did you meet these people? People in the South wouldn't understand this, I don't think, or even in the West Coast. In the Northeast, we're so far removed from like trees that any opportunity, even we're like, yo, did you sign up for a program to send your kid out into the woods with people you've never met before? Like, yeah, why? It's so fucking normal, bro.
How old's your kid? 12.
12. Bro, I talk about this shit all the time.
It's so fucked up.
It's when you say it out loud like that, it's really fucking wild, right?
No, it just goes to show, man, like what kind of the world or what our society was like back then.
There's a fucking Royal Caribbean everywhere, bro.
Shout out to Carnival.
It's a lawless society.
Shout out to Carnival.
Shout out to Carnival. Yo, we trying to get that sponsorship, Carnival. What's good, man?
Fucking go.
Oh
man.
my God, bro. That's way better than my story. This might be the worst podcast we've ever done.
This is the worst.
Because the whole time we're just fucking laughing.
Bro, this is the worst.
And nobody knows
it's
why.
that fucking coffee liqueur,
Oh my
bro.
God, bro. Oh, dude. That shit is wild. You go hunting with your friend, and he shoots a bear in a tree. First off, did you just watch? I'm gonna assume that he didn't know he shot at the bear, right? You're separated.
Yeah, like do you have to yell Geronimo or some shit, man? Like what the fuck?
Yo,
sorry. Depends on where you're from.
But also, I guess I have so many questions. And I don't hunt, right? But it's like, shouldn't you not be shooting in the direction that your friends are in? So
Well,
are you separated?
yeah.
Do you not know?
Or if you fucking do it, it's just like you should know where your
move.
guy's at.
Yeah, like, yo, fucking Pooh Bear's coming down from the tree, bro. You might want to fucking dive out of the way or something.
Yeah, I would imagine that maybe they chase him up there. Again, I don't know, man.
If maybe they're both underneath and they shoot it and then he doesn't think. But also, are you just sitting there staring at a bear coming right at you?
You don't.
Because if so, you deserve to go. If you just sat under that tree, you deserve to go with the bear there.
Dude, there are ways that we weed out the stupid people.
Yo, it's true, bro. Like, evolution will always find a way. Maybe.
Here's the evolution.
Yo, maybe school shootings are evolutions
Ooh.
of weeding out the weak one.
I like it.
And they're like, yo, no sense in letting them become adults.
Right.
Let's get them early. Don't waste more resources.
And a few casualties along the way.
Yeah, I can see that. Mother Nature just adapting. We're going to hell.
Yeah, we're going to hell, bro. On that, I'm sorry, folks. Tell them where they can find us.
The VIP list to hell. and Carnival Cruise Line, goddamn.
Let's go. We're going. Let's go.
At the Carbon Food Podcast on IG, the Carbon Food Podcast on YouTube, Carbon Food Podcast on Facebook, at Carbon FE Pod on TikTok, all your favorite audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, GeoSavant Ghana, TuneIn, Radiocast, all of it. Your smart device, just tell them to play the Carbon Food Podcast, and it will. And leave us a review on mainly Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Help us out with the algorithm. And YouTube, man. Subscribe to the YouTube. Even if you don't like to listen through YouTube, just subscribe. It helps get our subscription numbers up and helps us with unlock additional features that YouTube has if we have at least a certain amount of subscribers. So even if you don't listen on there, just go ahead and hit subscribe and just like the video every time it drops and turn on your notifications. So yeah.
And as always, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.